Communication and boundaries and trust are like the biggest foundations in friendships, whether if it's your homeboys, your homegirls, acquaintances, even, but especially when it comes to like close friends slash roommates. Now, why am I bringing this up? So there are two videos going viral on the internet right now on both TikTok and Twitter. And I caught this on Twitter. And it's basically one girl is talking about cutting her friend off cold turkey due to her friend crossing some boundaries with her mans. All right. And then that said friend that she's made the video about made a response video explaining her side of the situation. Now, to preface, I've watched this already, but I'm gonna watch it again, give you guys my live reaction. Some stuff I might have missed, some stuff I might think about differently. This story is pretty crazy. It's going viral on Twitter. It has like 20 million views. I don't know about TikTok, but this situation has gotten everybody in like this 50-50 who's right, who's wrong. And I just want to share my opinion, and I want to get some of your guys' opinions on this because I'm very interested. I just want to see the fucking tea. Honestly, that's really it. I really want to see the fucking tea with this. So, without further ado, let's get started and start the video.
Get ready with me while I talk about the ridiculous
Get ready with
things
me.
that this girl that claimed to be a girl's girl has done to me. For context, I've never ever in my life had to cut out a person cold turkey, and I've never had to go through a friendship breakup because genuinely I feel like I only open up to the people that deserve my time and I end up loving them.
All right. First of all, so she starts off saying like she cut off this friend cold turkey and she's never done this before. And I've had to do this a couple times in my life, and like honestly, it's not the best way to deal with things. Yes, in those situations I could have probably talked to the person, or the person could have talked to me, but some situations you just gotta like sometimes it's just not worth your energy anymore. Sometimes you're already like mentally done with it before and you just don't want to put the effort into it. But I feel like depending on how close and how intimate you are with said friend that you are planning to cut off this relationship with, planning to burn this bridge with, I feel like there should be a certain level of respect between the two and a certain level of maturity where you should talk things out before cutting people off completely. Cutting people off cold turkey, depending on the situation, is the move. Sometimes it's not. But I'm always an advocate for just clear communication. All right. But let's keep going with the video.
I end up loving them for a lifetime, hopefully. But this girl was just an exception. I am going to try my best to talk through all of this without freaking raging.
All right.
The first one is not that bad, I guess.
Because she's calmed down a little bit after a bit.
She's done, but the day that she met my boyfriend, or like a couple days into it, she added him to her close friend story and just started posting the random TMIs on her stories, like a attention trap. Not even a thirst trap, it's like attention trap. And this was before my boyfriend and I started dating, but like everyone knew that we were into each other.
All right. So her first point is that her friend knew that she was into this guy. All her friends knew that she was into this guy. And she added him to her close friend's story. I'm assuming like on Instagram or like Snapchat. For me personally, that's not really crazy. I feel like for me personally, like my close friend's story is like a mix of just people I vibe with. Like sometimes it's like close friends that I've known for years. Sometimes it's just people I vibe with off the rip. So for me, this isn't a big deal. But to her, this is a little bit of a red flag. But let's keep watching.
This one kind of goes with the first one. She borrowed my boyfriend's hoodie when we were all over at his house because
the hoodie.
And then she took the hoodie home, which is fine, girl. Like, be warm.
Consider it, homie.
But she continues to wear that hoodie for the next 2
weeks.
It is. And posts all about it on social media. A picture of her in his hoodie. Which is, again, I can let it pass. Whatever.
All right. Her next point. Said homegirl boyfriend let the homegirl borrow his hoodie. She took it home, stay warm, like go home, stay warm, that's a very kind gesture from both this girl and the boyfriend, you know what? Keep the homegirl warm. But the fact that she kept it for 2 weeks, that's already crossing a boundary right there. Crossing it. I feel like if like my homeboy like borrowed one of my girls' home like hoodies or some shit, and he didn't give it back and it's just like wearing it out and about, I would feel a way too. Like don't even lie. Like that's not even like a psychotic thing. It's just like a normal thing. Like obviously it's kind of like almost throws you off. You know, it's not a big deal, but it's still a deal that you got to deal with. You know, but like I said, everybody's different. Everybody has got different levels of comfortability and like different boundaries with other people. But but yeah, that's already, you know, from her side at least right now, is an iffy sign of crossing boundaries. As small as it is, it's still crossing a certain boundary, you know. But let's keep watching.
Starts to randomly show her love for the brand that my boyfriend likes. Never heard this girl brag about how much she likes this brand before. Never. Until she met my boyfriend.
I've seen this a couple
Spending
times.
hours getting ready to see him, calling up
Like
my
other
other friend, telling
situations.
her that she thinks he's cute and that she could see herself getting along with him while we were already dating.
All right. So apparently, she says that homegirl's calling up her other friends and saying that like, yo, he's kind of cute. I could see myself getting along with him. Behind this girl's back. And the fact that this comes from some like a third party, like a middleman that already says something. It could be true, it could be not true, but to her, this is her truth. And that's the whole point. This is like the whole thing of it all, right? Like it doesn't matter where things are true or things are not true. This is her truth. This is what she sees as true to her. Like this is what's real to her, you know. And we're not gonna invalidate somebody's truth, you know, even if it could be wrong or right or like misconstrued. We don't know. So I'm gonna just keep that like that. Let's keep going though.
Getting him
getting
the
juicy.
sandwich that he mentioned he likes, and then volunteering to wake up early so that she can hand the sandwich to him so that he can take it to work. I'm kind of surprised right now because now that I'm talking about this months after it actually happened, I find this hilarious. I'm not even raging anymore. I just think it's kind of funny how hard this girl is trying. Honestly, I don't blame you, girl. My boyfriend is cute. Just hope you can find a new man to buy sandwiches for every morning. Goodbye, and I wish you the best.
All right, end of girl one's side of the video. All right, so last point she made is that homegirl bought a sandwich for her mans, like the other girls, her friend's mans, woke up, got ready, and gave it to him as a gesture. Kind of weird, you know? It's like if another man or like my homeboy was buying my girl food or door dashing her food, but not me. Like, bro, like if you're gonna at least do that, get me something. You know what I mean? Like if you know that your homeboy and your is in a relationship with this girl that you're buying food for, at least get your homeboy a little something. Like I don't give a fuck. Buy her food, sure, whatever. But at least get me something on the side, bro. If we're really homies like that, give me something on the side. You know, like if you're gonna get a burger or some shit, give me some fries on the side. I don't care. At least something so it doesn't feel weird. Because I feel like right now, she also mentions that it's been months since this has happened already. So this is where I see it kind of coming wrong on her. Because it's like, why? I get you wanted to cut her off cold turkey and all that stuff because of all these reasons, you know? But it's months in the making. You never talked to her, or she never reached out, probably, like, or either or. You guys never communicated in that span of time of months. And then you come on social media to vent and like rant about it and honestly just make her look bad and humiliated her. You know what I mean? That's not cool, in my opinion. I feel like always try to reach out. I mean, I get it, you know, maybe she was waiting to like cool off, have a clear mind about it, validate some details, get some reassurance from homegirls, you know, about whether she's crazy about thinking these things or not, or whether her homegirl's crazy. You know, it's just a lot of back and forth. You know, if you have these problems, reach out because not everybody's gonna understand what's going on in your head. You're just gonna set these invisible boundaries for yourself, and then you're just gonna let yourself down because you're having these boundaries and expectations for other people. And once those people don't meet them, you're gonna get upset, but you didn't communicate your feelings in the first place. Is that really the other person's fault, or is that your fault for not saying how you feel? I feel like if you're at a mature age or you're an adult, you should be able to clearly communicate just how you feel as a person. But that's enough of her video. She made some crazy points. You know what I mean? Are they true? Not sure. It's true to her though. That's all that matters. But let's get to the next video. Let's get to the response because this is interesting.
Let me just clear up some misconceptions that people are having online about me. So I don't know if you saw the video yet, but there is a video about a girl talking about why she ghosted a friend and the reasons behind that. And I am that friend that's been ghosted. And it's just so baffling to me that I had to find out this way when I have reached out so many times, desperately asking you what was wrong.
There it is. So we now know that this homegirl did try to reach out. She did try. And homegirl number one didn't accept it. Maybe you know what? I understand. Sometimes you're hurt, or sometimes you just don't know what to say, or sometimes you're just over it and you just don't care. But it all depends on the level of closeness and the intimacy between you and said friend. If you're acquaintances, like you just see each other here and there, sure, what the fuck? Like, I'm not missing out on anything. But if it's a close friend or somebody you live with or somebody you just consider close enough that it hurts you, like if for something to hurt you, there has to be a level of closeness, For her not to have reached out about what I talked about, like reached out about like how she was feeling, that she was feeling her boundaries were crossed, that was kind of a fault of that girl. But let's see what else she's got to say,
The points that were made in this video, 3 points that I remember. Close friends, let's start with that. She's saying that I was trying to get at her boyfriend, whatever, because I added him on my close friends. First of all, close friends don't mean a lot to me. And it was not only him that I added, it was everyone that I met that night. We met at a club together on my birthday, and she whispered to me thinking that there was a guy over there that she thought was cute. As her best friend, I'm gonna play Cupid. I went to him and I was like, hey, my friend.
She's playing the wingman, the wing woman for this girl. All right. Interesting.
Thinks you're cute. You guys should chat it up. They chatted it up. Ended up going well, so we went back to his apartment with him and his friends and me and my friends. So we all kind of became like just comfortable with each other. And obviously, if I'm comfortable with you, I'm just going to add you to my close friends. It's really not a big deal. The attention traps, I don't know what she was referring to, because if it was attention traps, like why would she also be on the close friends? If I just wanted that to be an attention trap, I would only add guys I'm trying to get at. I don't know, but I post thirst trap on my public story so that everyone can see that.
Right. So she covers the close friends thing. To her, it's kind of like nonchalant, like kind of how I view it, where it's just like, it's just whatever, it's just no big deal. It kind of sounds like she's over-explaining a little too much, to like cover up some shit. I don't know. Like, personally, I don't think this is such a really big deal at all, like the whole close friends thing. Well, it's kind of different for me because I am a little bit more of an influencer online. So obviously I don't want to put everything on my public story. And this is more so people I just know. But I don't know. To me, that's not a big deal. That's not really a big point here. So let's just get to the next part of the video.
The hoodie. I'm just notorious for not giving back hoodies, and I am sorry. I just took longer to give this one back because it was really cute. It's not because it was his hoodie and like I wanted to keep it longer and like I just wanted to feel cozy up in his hoodie. It was literally because it was cute.
Okay, so the hoodie. This one, I really don't agree with this girl because it's like, it's definitely like a lack of self-awareness where it's like, how do you not understand what's wrong here? Like, I get it. Like to her, this is how she sees it, is that, oh, it's just a hoodie I'm notorious for. I just do that all the time. See, like, this is the thing. Like, it just sounds like it's over-explaining and like over-explaining, but also like diminishing, like, or like not diminishing. I don't know really how to explain it, but she's over-explaining and making the situation feel like it's so minuscule. To her, it might seem like that, but to other people, it's not, So I feel like it's more of a lack of self-awareness and lack of boundaries that you have with a homegirl, because it's just like you're borrowing your homegirl's man's hoodie. That's fine, but for such a period of time of 2 weeks and not giving it back, and the excuse that you give is that, oh, it was cute. That's not that's not an excuse. You're dumbing it down to make it feel like it's nothing, to make her feel like you're just being crazy about that. Like, no. Like that's just a lack of self-awareness that you need to realize that sometimes it doesn't even need, like, I understand, like, she didn't clearly say that it was a problem, but you should know about it. You should just know better than to do that shit, you know? Like, you don't borrow your homegirl's man's hoodie for an elongated period of time and not give it back. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it seems like such a small problem, but, like, it's not about the hoodie. It's about the principles of your relationship with each other, and just to not do that. It's just, you just need to be more self-aware of certain things like that. But let's get to the next point.
The sandwich is like the most iconic part of this story. You and I both know, babes, that sandwich was an expression of my gratitude for mounting my TV. Oh, and at this time, like, we were living together too, me and
The roommates. What a surprise. So that changes a lot of things. So now we know the level of intimacy of the relationship. For you to live with somebody and be friends, that's no wonder why this girl's so hurt, But at the same time, it's like, you guys were so close. You guys literally live together. Just go to the other room and fucking talk to her. Like, bro, it's not like you have to, like, text her and fucking, like, wait for a text and, like, blah, 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 blah. Bro, she's literally in the other room. Fucking walk to her. Tell her that this shit's bothering you. That's where the other girl's kind of, like, at fault, in my opinion.
this girl, we were living together. We were roommates. So they were together. Us three were together in my room mounting the TV and, like, making jokes and making fun. And then, like, I really wanted my TV mounted, and he did it. So I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so thankful. Let me show my gratitude in some way other than just being like, thank you. So I picked up a sandwich after work at a bakery that's right next to my work, and I put it in the fridge, and I was like, okay, perfect. We have a sandwich secured for you. Come pick it up before work tomorrow so you can eat it before it spoils. Because why the fuck would I get you a sandwich and have it spoil, She came with him to pick it up. I handed her the sandwich. If I really cared about, like, me getting him the sandwich because it was, like, for him, I would have wanted to hand it to him. But I didn't care. It was just a form of expression. I would have done this for anyone else. It doesn't matter that it was him. Left the friendship with.
All right. So the sandwich situation. So homegirl one says that she woke up at, like, the break of dawn, got him a sandwich, got out of her way to bring it to him before work. But she's saying that as a gratitude for helping her mount her TV, she got him a sandwich, which is close to her work, already on the way home, put it in the fridge, waited till the next day to give it to him before work, and she even handed it to the homegirl. Not even him, to the homegirl. Here's the thing. I get it. Like, it's great. It's great. Honestly, like, somebody helps you with anything. As anything small, anything big, a favor, you always do your best to try to repay them back. It's just a respect thing, with anybody, with your friends, with somebody random. Any act of kindness shouldn't go unnoticed, and you should always try your best to show your gratitude or show thanks in some way. Here's the thing with that. You said that they both were there when they were mounting the TV in your room, which makes sense because you're roommates. Obviously, he would be over, and obviously she would be there already. So if they were both helping you out, why didn't you this is the point I made earlier. Why didn't you get both of them sandwiches or something? Like, why did you go out of your way to only get him something? I understand, like, sometimes maybe it's a money thing. Sometimes it's just whatever. Maybe to her, it wasn't a big deal. But in my opinion, in my perspective, I feel like if you're showing somebody else's partner some sort of gift or gratitude for helping, maybe it would feel nice to just get your friend something as well, you know, just to avoid any conflict with that or make anything weird. But like I said, I feel like a lot of this is just a lack of self-awareness or lack of boundaries. Or she's just fucking, she's actually going gunning for the mans and crossing all these boundaries and just over explaining and gaslighting all of us. We don't know. We don't know what's true. We don't know what's false. All we know is to them, this is their truth and this is how they see what's real. And so we just kind of have to go with that and go with the context clues and kind of figure out our own opinions on this, you know? Well, let's finish the video.
The other girl together and villainized me. And now 1 year later, you come on TikTok to talk about it is so low. And why am I blocked?
See, like the whole like waiting a whole year when I feel like these problems weren't even like back to back. I feel like it's like over time. If you were roommates, this has had to be like at least a year's worth of experience. Let's keep watching.
I literally saw the video. I commented and I said, let's not leave out details. Why'd you delete the comment? I'm sick of staying quiet. I'm sick of having to hear from other people. I heard this about you from her. I respected that you had your own perspective on things, but now that I know this is the reason, I'm so glad that you're not in my life anymore.
So it's done. That's the end of the video, of both videos. Final thoughts. I understand why girl number 2, the friend that was trying to take the mans, was feeling kind of victimized, like villainized, and just feeling like shit because, like, obviously, like, if you tried to reach out to somebody and they didn't want to talk about it, and then a whole year later, they say all this shit that to you isn't true, and you didn't see it that way, it makes sense why you would be hurt. For the other girl, on the other hand, it's like all this shit probably did hurt her, and she probably maybe just didn't know how to say it, or maybe she felt like, oh, am I just crazy for thinking about this? Like, should I not say anything? Sometimes confrontation, especially with somebody with your roommate, you don't want to make it weird. You live together, so I totally get it. The avoidance of confrontation on her part. You can't expect somebody to know exactly what's going in your head because not everybody is fucking Professor Xavier, bro. Not everyone can read minds. So if you want someone to know how you're feeling about something, you got to tell them straightforward how you feel. Like, even if it's not in the way of people, how other people see it, fuck what other people, how other people see things. In your guys' relationship, it's about how you see your relationship with the other person, and that's what you need to communicate with that person. You know what I mean? But you made a lot of great points. You know, I would also feel uncomfortable if homeboy was treating my girl like that. So for the other girl, it's like, yes, these things seem minuscule to you, but it's not minuscule to other people. So that comes to like the lack of self-awareness on your end. Like, yes, she didn't tell you exactly how she should have felt, but I feel like you're old enough and mature enough to like have some awareness on boundaries between people. Like, I feel like a lot of people know what they're really doing. Some people aren't that dumb, you know. I'm not saying that she's dumb, but some people just, you should just know better. You know what I mean? Like, in these situations, like, I feel like these are things that you should know by now. I don't know how old they are or how mentally mature these people are. I don't know them personally, so I can only guess that they're about, like, you know, into their 20s, you know what I mean? Like, have had their fair share of relationships and friendships with people to know enough that there are certain boundaries and certain things that you shouldn't cross or do because it might make your friend feel a way about it. You know what I mean? It might make them feel uncomfortable. And even if they don't say it, like, you know, I feel like it's just something that, like, they should know. It's like, let me explain it like this. It's like when you bring your girl for the first time to the homies and all your homies start being fucking comedians, bro. Like, they're all extra funny and shit. And you're just like, bro, like, I'm supposed to be the man here. Y'all supposed to be helping me out. Like, I'm bringing a girl out here and y'all trying to be the funny ones. Like, no, you gotta gas me up. You know what I mean? What are you doing, bro? And it makes it feel like, oh, they're trying to gun out for your shorty, you know? But at the end of the day, there is no right or wrong. There is no faults here. I feel like both, not that there's no faults. I feel like that they're both at fault for different reasons. Just communicate. Clear communication. I feel like I sound like a broken record here, but that's really it. But you know what? Like, I understand some people are just over it. Some people just don't, maybe their friendship never mattered that much in the first place. Maybe they were never really friends in the first place. where she's like, you know what, like, fuck it, I'll just cut you off because like it really doesn't matter to me. And that just goes to show how much the friendship mattered to her, you know, in the first place. Moral of the story, if you got issues with people, if you got problems with your homies, talk to them. And if you're going out of your way to do some stupid shit to your homies and disrespecting them like that, be more self-aware. That's all I'm saying. Is there a right or wrong here? I don't know. Let me know in the comments who you voting for. Should we put them in a YouTube boxing ring? I don't know. Should we get the boyfriend involved? Maybe. I want to see them. I want to see the man's side, you know? But anyways, y'all think this is weird? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed that, because I totally enjoy that. If there's anything else you guys want me to talk about or cover, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll do some more videos like this. But for now, thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. Have a good night or good day. Love. Emson. Peace.